Good morning, good morning. Top of the morning, everybody. It's start of the week, y'all. Top it off, y'all. Start it off, y'all. You know what it is. Mad Monday with the OG, y'all. It's your boy. OG Big Sam in the house hollering at you. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get at a few things, talk about a few things. I'm gonna, you know, is it is it is it is it NFL, aficionados with the fake hype, or is it something to the smoke? You know what I'm saying? Of this, quote unquote power rankings, for free agents and trades. And we're gonna get into AJ's situation. To AJ or not to AJ, and all that good jazz. While building this defense this morning, that's what we gonna get into. Let me get it here and holler at everybody. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Bobby Boy's on three in the pole position. What's happening? What's good? What's going on? Sherman Woods, what's happening? About whatever. What's good? Hey, Auntie. Hey, Sonya. How's everybody doing this morning on this chilly morning with this rain rolling in here tonight? Yeah, I hope everybody's in good spirits. Let me see what about talking about everything. What's good, man? What's good? What's good? Um, got a day off to watch me live. Okay, appreciate it, bro. And I hope I quench your hunger. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to talk about some football. That's what we're gonna do. Well, look, over going into the end of the week, and and I just checking in, the talking heads, the big programs, what I'm saying, on the big networks, and you know, strangely, the Dirty Birds is, on everybody else. Start looking in and paying attention, and they got this, little ranking, we're talking about how uh talking about the most improved units in the league, and they're big upping the Atlanta Falcons offense and the Atlanta Falcons wide receiver room. So, well, there may be some fire to that smoke. I sincerely believe. Um, but there are a lot of moving parts in that little storm right there. But you know, everybody's had their opinion or thoughts or judgment, if you will, of one Dirty Kirk Cousins. You know, at the end of the day, it's a veteran signing. And I don't. At the end of the day, I do trust Arthur. I do trust Terry. You know what I mean? So, um, when the contract was dropped and it was Kirk, well, obviously he's going to be ready to go. I guess he was high enough up on his timetable in his rehab from the surgeries and whatnot. So that's how I'm going to approach that. He got to be, what I'm saying, at least, 85 to 90% of the way, what I'm saying, good to go to be able to put his John Hancock on a contract with us. So with that being said, hey, those of us that are actual football fans who have actually watched this man play, um, Kirk gets it up. He gets it up. No pun intended. But he's gonna give you uh four stacks to 4,200 yards in the air, you know, 20, 25, what I'm saying, touchdown passes, and a low percentage of turnovers for the most part. You know, where it gets a little gray with Kurt, which this talking point seemed to, spark the avalanche of criticism of the conglomerate. His record against winning teams is below 500. Now, I stated last week, I'm looking for, and hopefully that trend, he can change that here, what I'm saying, in an Atlanta Falcon uniform, given the situation that he's in. Um, Going back and look at his playoff record, what I'm saying, with the Vikings, um, hmm, the irony of most of his playoff losses comes with the defense being on the field. It's quite interesting. So, you know, it's a pretty good amount of talent here, growing talent. We brought some in with him, you know, Mooney, Moore, McLeod, Warner, a whole bona fide but good addition, offensive additions, each in its own right. Um, Charlie Warner, the tight end, he's a bigger and faster and better blocker. He's a better version of Parker Hesse. I put it this way. You know what I'm saying? Um, he can catch. He can catch. He gets out in routes pretty good. But in that ranked game, oh, he nasty. He nasty. Says we're still probably going to be running the ball, but we brought in some speed. We brought in some guys that put up a stack worth of yardage and can take the top off of defenses and things of that nature. Um, is the little ranking blowing smoke, or is it a reality? Given, it probably could be a little bit of both, but I'm leaning a little bit more of a reality. Um, just only get to see him in camp, and you know you see him in what's going to be, what I'm saying, be done here. But you can't dismiss the speed in the additions of, what I'm saying, what was brought into the wide receiver room. You cannot dismiss that speed. Well, it's been, whew, last time we had that kind of speed, we saw a Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. There was a lot of speed in that receiving court, that Super Bowl team. Yeah. I'm just pointing out similarities. I ain't, just saying. It's a lot of speed was brought to Fowley Branch you know in Terry's appetizers, if you will. Um, hmm. I was telling someone in the conversation that I thought that, okay, we won 7 games. All right. I think Kirk adds 4 to that. The addition of Kirk Cousins adds 4 wins to that total. I think Kirk's addition Kirk's addition makes us a division leader, honestly. And I'm just speaking from a football aspect and what this man brings, what I'm saying, to the table. In his, total package, his intangibles and his total ability on the field. You know what I'm saying? He gives us a strong opportunity to win every time we go out and step foot on the field. Just with who he is, he gives us a very strong opportunity to win. Okay, I ain't calling him no icon and no shit like that. Kirk Cousins is a good quarterback. He is. He's a good quarterback. There's nothing wrong with you know the reality that he is. Okay, he's coming off of what I consider to be quite nasty injury, surgery. Everything went well. You know, obviously, like I said, I trust Arthur. I trust him. Okay, so I'm not gonna even worry about it from this point on. You know what I'm saying? Worried about any possible ramifications from the Achilles. Obviously, they saw what they need to see in whatever workout or in meeting, to see him move around or whatever, or see where his progress is in his rehab. Obviously they were satisfied, with where he is and is trending to. So I trust that. And then trusting that, I mean, and seeing Kirk Cousins, all right, it's a good chance to win. Um, I mean, that's just the honest reality of that to me. But yeah, and that's yeah. At the end of the day, that's pretty much where it is. Hey, Christy, and see, she says another thing overlooked from 2017 was the kicker, Matt Bryan. He was pivotal to key wins that season. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Especially, we were top five in special teams what I'm saying, in special teams category in that season. Field goals, punts, punt returns, kicks, kick returns. Yeah, yeah. And see, that is the admirable aspect of Raheem Morris. Okay, the man does has two championships as a coordinator. All right, you know what I'm saying. He's seen it. He's been a part of it. Okay, and from a growth standpoint, all right, yeah, a lot of people like to point out his time in Tampa as a head coach. Yes, it happened. Yes, it did. It's called experience. It's called gaining experience. All of that happened. All right, and then he went and you know became a part of two championship experiences. And the common denominators, all that, and even what things the way they would work, when he was in Tampa, um, there's always been a playoff contending defense wherever he's gone. Wait a minute now. I'm just saying. So, you know, I'm laying trust in this uh team of higher up minds in control of football operations for our Atlanta Falcons because of who they are. It would be I can't say it would be one thing if Raheem Morris was somebody that I just didn't know about and he would just but we know Raheem. You know what I'm saying? And we've been part of some parts of his journey. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Let's see about whatever it says. Our offensive line suspect in pass protection, so that third place ranking is a lot overrated, if you ask me. Run protection, yeah, they definitely top two or three in my opinion. And Kirk is a statue. Expect a lot of quick pass plays. I'm just saying. I mean, him not being, you know what I'm saying, the prototypical quarterback that these here Dirty Bird fan base people seem to think that, we should be after. He is still a quarterback. He does put up numbers. And yes, he gets the ball out quick. He does. Yes, he does. Kirk gets that ball out of there. All right. So not never one really worried about, him not being a mobile type quarterback. His ability to process and information, for the most part, make good choices, in diagnosing defense and making all those things. That he's pretty good. He's pretty good. You know, I mean, to be frank, I mean, like you said, like I said to begin with, the only thing really that you could hang and say, it's just been his record against over 500 teams, against good teams. His record against good teams, who's it? All right, numerically lingual, and maybe he can change that trend. Here in the A, while here in the A on this run. Let's see about whatever is talking that talk this morning. He says I trade Pitts and go get Brock. He can block and run crispy routes. That's a upgrade. We won 7 games, but coaching and lack thereof lost us another 5 or 6. Now I wholeheartedly in like 85% of that. I totally agree. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. I do. Because I think you probably feel about the phony unicorn about like I do, and it is well documented. Everybody knows how I feel about, what I'm saying, the phony unicorn, aka Kyle Pitts. You um, you know, I'm just saying, but for your observation of the season, um, everybody, my thoughts on last season, especially from the defense perspective, I think would account for 4 of those 5 or 6 games. All right, but yeah, been there, done that. But I digress. All right. Um, be that as may, I think the point that you were trying to make is what Kirk as a quarterback brings to what we could grow off of, right? We did win 7 games last season. Yeah, bringing a Kirk, and I think Kirk adds 4 or 5 wins to that win total. And I think that was the end of the day point. You were in the direction that you were going, big picture wise. Maybe I'm wrong, but that's my thought, you know, on that. Be safe out there, Anthony. And see, you better stop thinking out loud. Mm. But the analogy in itself, oh yes, oh yes, I'm there with you. That was my first, and you know what I'm saying, and most automatic thought, if you will. You know, um, because it's similar circumstances. Actually, when you think about it, it is similar circumstances. It really is. It is. You know, I mean, third time's a charm, man. I'm just saying, that's my mindset. You know what I'm saying? That's my mindset. You know, third time's a charm. Hey, you know, we might be able to get it right this time. Let's see, about whatever. Says he's a Florida Gators fan. I knew he wasn't gonna be that good in the pros as a tight end, a receiver maybe, and I'm still 6'5". Oh yeah, you know, I'm just saying. You 6'6", 245, and you playing like you know what I'm saying, 5'6", you know what I'm saying, 135. I don't get that. And motherfuckers like, you know, well, he come out saying he was hurt. If he was hurt, why was he on the field? But nobody be wanting to have that conversation. Mm, just saying. Obviously, I don't know. I feel like the Falcons going to throw a curveball and get a cornerback. Oh, are we gonna get a cornerback? Yeah. As our illustrious CEO likes to say, you just got to pay attention to what they're doing, and it'll tell you what they're going to do. Right? We was up in the combine, interviewing and talking to and watching all the cornerbacks. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Like damn. Yeah, we definitely gonna get it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Because like y'all heard me say on multiple occasions. You don't know what AJ is about, the mission or the bag. Now, what's starting to come out is there's some, you know what I'm saying, 18, 19 per talk going on. You know, that Denzel Ward money type of talk, you know. And if that's the case, hey, look for AJ to get drafted during the draft. Look for AJ to get drafted. I mean, get traded during the draft. My bad. You know, excuse me. You know, trust and believe that's exact. I mean, I could see that going this way, unless I mean, because you take a look at the last couple of um, top tier cornerbacks and coins that they done got, and you know, I mean, you know, all right, everybody knows the situation. We need him to take nothing over 13, 12, 13. But we all know that the going number is a few tears, you know what I'm saying, higher than that. Um, I'm thinking that if he's gonna be looking for anything over 15, uh, he might be on the first thing smoking draft day one. or day two. hmm I mean, I could see him in the Washington Commanders uniform. hmm Yeah, yeah, yes. Uh, let's see. Pitt's finna have a great season this year, I believe, similar to his rookie season that he had with Matt Ryan, coughing a bounce back this season. Believe that. Well, um, okay. Um, but you know why he had that season in his rookie year, and it was in your synopsis just then with Matt Ryan. He had a future Hall of Famer at his disposal that could hide his deficiencies. Now, one, he ain't the greatest of route runners, and he is, he not there volunteering to run out there and what I'm saying, block somebody like George Kittle. I'm just saying. These are the things that are the elephant in the room when we talk about one phony go, what I'm saying, Kyle Pitts. Excuse me, phony unicorn, Kyle Pitts. I mean, look, I saw Harold Carmichael play back in the day. All right. You ain't no Harold Carmichael, bro. You're not. You're not. You're not. That guy ran routes. You don't run routes. Okay. You 6'6", my guy. 6'6", 245, 250. You should be doing the exact same thing Kelsey and Kittles, McBride, and LaForte, the exact same thing them guys doing. I'm just saying. I don't, I mean, maybe Kirk, what I'm saying, can sprinkle a little, what I'm saying, coverage on him and, you know, help him get right. That's all I'm saying. Oh, about whatever. Hold on, bro. I'm trying to get your other comment up here. I initially said I like 12, 13, but I feel differently now. I say 15, 17, and use the rest to pay another DB and incoming ball hawk. Hmm. Yeah, we know a lot of y'all miss. A lot of us miss. Let me rephrase that. A lot of us miss Matt Ryan, Bobby boy. A lot of us. Matt Ryan made up for them wide ass routes he was running and his non-black. Yep, yep, yep. I mean, look. At the end of the day, Kirk, Dirty Kirk, was a good signing. Okay. we're in a good the line is at a good point in their process. You know what I'm saying? Um, and what they brought in addition to Drake and and Bijan and Pitts and Warner and Algier, and Hodges. I mean, it's just this some persistent and consistent accumulation of talent on this offense right now. And people are too busy caught up in wanting to have a big name up in here instead of the right game up in this gap and not paying attention to actually what we have up in this gap. Um and whatever's gonna come out of the draft, I mean, in itself, or whatever we're gonna do in the draft, to seal the deal, probably is gonna be, whatever is gonna accumulate to be the product of our defense. At this point, the way things, are moving and shaking, you know, I mean, but again, the proponent in all this, in most cases, I mean, we can only go by, well, I go by, what I'm saying, the moves that have been made and the moves that haven't been made. But, still at the end of the day, like we always say, like we always say, oh, damn, no, you know, um, 26 eyes sitting on this thing, you riding in your car, at work, or, on the bus, or, what I'm saying, or at the crib, or sitting up in your bed eating, some Rice Krispies and, what I'm saying, honey buns, what I'm saying, hit like, man, hit that like button, you know, and then if you're a repeat viewer, subscribe to the channel, OGN TV. It's a lot of content. It's a lot. It's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of it. It's a lot of it. You know, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, y'all know what I do. Y'all see me. You know what I mean? It's a publicized thing. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, share, follow, what I'm saying? Subscribe, what I'm saying? OGN TV, Man My Network, the conglomerate, what I'm saying? Keep peeping, you know what I'm saying? Hope, hopefully you'll be more entertained. But um AJ Terrell, to AJ or not to AJ? That is the question. Or that is the situation. I mean, like I said, the situation is gonna be what is he gonna be asking? What is he gonna be willing to take or not take? To be honest, I think the decision has already been made. I think AJ is out of here. To be honest with you, I really do. I think AJ is out of here. KC station number 8, Dirty Bird Dixon. What's good? What's happening? Thank you. Appreciate you for joining. Delray Bellamy. Appreciate you for joining me. You ever been the pipes? Hey, um, about whatever. Kicking this conversation this morning. I just wish we kept Ritter so Captain Kirk could groom him, what I'm saying, to be that QB of the future, because I honestly don't see us keeping him more than 2 years. we far we far another great QB. Um, wow, that's a lot to unpack right there. You know, um, I understand why that deal was made. I mean, because if you remember previously, the week previous, um, Raheem was talking about, you know what I'm saying, it being excited and willing and ready to work with him. But I get, you know what? The damage was already done. The damage from the coach staff, the damage from the fans, it had been done, and I get it. I get it. He actually got a peek inside of Matt Ryan's world and wanted no part of it. I get it. I get it. I get it, and I understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to put your heart into something, when the outside of wanting just to play the game, but the people that you want to entertain and have cheer for you, saying I, for no literary, honest to God, good reason, hate your ever loving guts and not wanting to give you an opportunity. I get it. I get it. I mean, there's a lot to unpack right there. You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I thought that was, you know, my thought process. But I mean, hey, um, you want to be where you're wanted. You want to be where you appreciate it. You want to be where you have a equal and opportune chance to, take a shot at, being a NFL quarterback and, you know, not having your career fan wise, you know what I'm saying, be based on, each and everything you damn do. Like it should, this fan base, I tell you, you know, they make it, where, certain guys have to be perfect and certain guys get passes. And they're unrelenting and, unmindful to the fact that these guys are on social media as well. You know what I'm saying? When you're out here working your hardest, and yeah, as a youngster in this game, yeah, mistakes gonna be made. But damn, to treat this man like he was Ryan Leaf, yeah, okay, all right, mm-hmm, okay, it's all good. I mean, you know what? Like I said, about whatever, I'm there with you because that right there in itself, that's a whole nother episode. That's a whole nother episode. Look, the economy of what's going on right here, the next 2, 3 moves going forward, are probably most notably probably going to be defensive move. Um, there will probably be, I say, 3 offensive guys at best drafted. I think everything else is going to be defense. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey, hey. Bobby said, I was saying the same shit and we're gonna regret it with that really trade. I get the Favre analogy. Yeah, I think the thing that people don't seem to realize about the Favre situation, Favre was Steve Barkowski 2.0. He couldn't stay his ass off Peachtree. Favre was a damn party animal. You know what I'm saying? And we had been down that road. You know what I'm saying? We had seen that. We had been there. So I mean, in that deal, we traded his ass to Green Bay, who had that Hall of Fame, you know what I'm saying, coaching staff. You know, shoot. And that was what that turned out to be what that was. I mean, shit. Yeah, excuse me. I'm digging in the freezer. That's why Green Bay was able to get what they got out of Brett Favre. A lot of people forget, you know what I'm saying, that Mike Holmgren coaching staff that had Denny Green and Lil Chucky and Mariucci on that staff. That's how they were able to get what they got out of Brett Favre in Green Bay. We wasn't equipped like that. Our coach staff wasn't built like that to handle him. You know, I mean, truth be told, honestly, if Brett had stayed here, shit, his ass might would have got hit by a car or died in a drunk driving accident, and that's not wishing that happened. I'm just saying on the road that he was on while he was here. Yeah, yeah. And people don't get that. You know, that's why that deal was made then. It had nothing to do, with his ability to play or not to play. His ass wouldn't stay off the Peachtree. That's just the truth of the matter. So, but I understand the point, because I sincerely think that he's going to be very successful in Arizona, because Kyler Murray is about to crash and burn. He is. Their doo-doo meter in Arizona is it's over the full mark. Trust and believe that. Like my grumpy OG brother like to say, Arizona's sick as shit. I mean, why else would you make that deal? I mean, and he can't mention nobody. So, I mean, hey. And still right now, speaking of which, right now to the very, point, the fact that we still have Heineke, I don't think there's going to be any kind of quarterback movement in this draft. I think that won't be until next season. I I think we on one of them all in on the defense type of situation. Um, Given the state of affairs with the personnel that we have, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I just looking at what we've done, and then also and then from a defensive, bringing back the street, all right, which I know I was campaigning as a must have, must bring back, what I'm saying, perspective, as far as he was concerned. Um, I I think they have, what I'm saying, for a certain set of mind. I think there may be a couple of under the radar thing, signings that are gonna happen. Um, and I think they're gonna fill the rest of the holes with in the defense, what I'm saying, with the draft. You know. Um, hey, you know, you can't look at it any other differently. And then like I said, hey, is it from the talking heads and with their power rankings and pointing out that the Falcons offense and the Falcons wide receiver room is pretty much A+ grading, what I'm saying, so far in free agency and with trade movements. Was it hype or was there actual fire to the smoke? I think that, yeah, there's plenty of fire, what I'm saying, to that smoke, what I'm saying, just recapping. Um, I think that Wednesday is going to come and Hassan Reddick he's gonna be somebody. The move is gonna happen if it's gonna involve us, but by Wednesday, yeah, Hassan Reddick will be have gotten traded. Um, should we sign Justin Simmons? Who knows? But hey, we're in a holding pattern right now. And this is what it is, And hey, look, like I like to say, and like I tell y'all every week, Monday through Wednesday, like I tell y'all, I strongly, severely, truthfully, inherently appreciate you all tuning in to me and what I'm saying, checking me out, watching my shows and helping me grow and things of that nature. I totally appreciate it. You know, um, I enjoy doing this. I have fun doing this, and we're gonna try to, we're gonna run this journey and see where it takes us. You know what I'm saying? As a dialogable, what I'm saying, team from me to you, from you to me. You know what I mean? Hey, I love it. I hope y'all like it. You know what I'm saying? Just like I do. Um, Man, Monday with the OG, y'all. This episode this morning, tipping off this week, getting things started for the conglomerate. Y'all know, what I'm saying, the rest of the guys are gonna get down this evening. I think Truth maybe doing something at 12. I'm not sure. I think truth be told, I believe. Um don't quote me because I might be wrong, but I think. But what I'm saying, the rest of the guys will be up and running tonight, you know, Cooler Talk and the lineup and everything. And this is just, what I'm saying, your boy OG Big Sam starting off the week, getting it going, what I'm saying, with Mad Monday with the OG. And hey, next time you see me on the screen, it'll be tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying? With the realest OGs. With me and Truth at 7 o'clock. Hey, I hope it was all good. Tried to give you, what I'm saying, my thoughts and what I'm saying, on everything that can be reported on and analyzed and everything. And hey, wrap up a little bit. It's a little nippy, cause that rain coming. It's me, your boy OG Big Sam, and we out. Y'all have a blessed one.